Hi everyone and welcome to the Learning Ladder. I am doing my 6-week update, so from week 1 to week 6 update for our homeschool curriculum, how we're finding everything, how we're settling into the new year. So we are now in 1st grade and we have done 6 weeks of school and we have used obviously our curriculum for that period of time, so I feel very confident in terms of discussing how things are going with that actual curriculum, having used it now for 6 weeks. So I have our schedule here. I'll link my schedule below. I'll also link my curriculum below so you can see what we're using, pictures of it and everything else. If there is anything in the curriculum, a video that you see and you'd like me to flip through, then definitely let me know because I'd be happy to film any of those videos for you. Okay, so I'm just looking at the schedule now. So we do reading, we do all about reading level 2. We always do reading first after we've done our introductory morning basket and activities for the day. So we always do a little activity before we start. I try to get fine motor in there in the morning if I can, or just something fun that she'll really enjoy. And if it's seasonal, something seasonal. So then we start our reading. We do all about reading level 2. We are really enjoying it. She is progressing very, very well with it. I'm not really surprised by that because we did so well with all about reading level 1. It's a fabulous reading curriculum. Highly recommend it. The stories are so sweet. The games that go along with it, the review. Really, 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 really love it. So I can't gush more about it. It's the perfect program. She is doing so well with her reading and it is the best program for her. It's the perfect fit. It's lots of hands-on, which she really likes, but it's also getting concepts in there. She's remembering them. It's just fab. Cannot recommend it enough. Okay, after we've done our reading, we then do our maths. So we do the Moffat Girls hands-on curriculum for 1st grade. I'm not going to say kindergarten in this video if I can avoid it. I've been saying that a lot. Well, in previous videos I accidentally slip up between kindergarten and 1st grade, but I really try not to. 1st grade math centres. We have just finished, well, almost finished the first unit, I should say. Also, we'll be starting the 2nd unit after we go back. Still really enjoying it. Fabulous, lots of colour, lots of activities. It's very hands-on. Definitely would recommend it. And after we do our math centre, we then go straight into our math meeting and our Saxon maths. So math meeting is part of Saxon, so we review calendar, day, date, everything like that. We have our number sequence that we do, coin cup, where we use obviously UK money for that. And then it's counting from 1 to 100. Each day it's a different thing, so it could be doing 1 to 100, it could be skip counting by 2s, 5s, 10s. It just depends on what they have scheduled, and then obviously if I think we need to do anything specifically, then I'll pop that into the math meeting too. It's time as well. You're practicing time every day, and we really enjoy the math meeting. She also does her calendar notebook at the same time, which I have a video for and I'll link that below. So we have different activities in there too, like her address and telephone number and all those kind of things. And I slip that into the morning meeting when we're doing our calendar. After morning meeting, we do our Saxon maths lesson. So it's a lesson with me, whatever the topic is for that particular day. We also do our review cards, our fact cards, number cards then too. So it could be doubles, it could be +1, 0, whichever fact cards, addition, subtraction fact cards that they want us to review at that time. And then she'll do her worksheet. Usually there's 2. Sometimes there's just 1 if it's an assessment, but usually there's at least 2. We do a mix of, she'll write some, I'll write some. We'll do paint or magnetic numbers just to mix it up a bit because it's quite a bit of writing, especially when you're doing the addition or subtraction facts as well. So we do try to break it up. Okay, after we've done our maths, we then go on to our language arts. As I said, everything is going great with maths. We love Moffat Girls, we love Saxon. Can't recommend them enough. We've used them previously, so they're not really new, but language arts is new, so I can talk a bit more about that. So for language arts, not language arts is new, but the curriculum we're using is new. So for language arts, we are using first language lessons for the well-trained mind for grammar, and we're also using the writing with ease, which is also from the well-trained mind. So we do our writing with ease first and then we do our grammar. I was very excited to use it because of the fact that it's very Charlotte Mason inspired. I think we have the reading passages where you're reading to your child and then they're answering some questions, and, you know, doing their own narration, and also then there are copywork activities as well. It is going great. She has the choice of which sentences she wants to copy, so whether she wants a smaller one or a longer one. Generally she usually picks the shorter one. Writing is not something that she's always loved doing, so I am thrilled that she's actually happy to complete the copy work with Writing with Ease. She does it with no issue. She's really interested in the story. She loves storytelling anyway, so I thought that she would like the narration aspect, and she is thrilled to do that. She loves it. So I would definitely recommend Writing with Ease, especially if your child was like mine, was not, I wouldn't say reluctant writer, because she would do it, but writing was never her favourite thing to do. She loves storytelling and she loves it when I write for her, but writing was never one of her favourite things to do. But she does really enjoy Writing with Ease. We also do handwriting with tears as well, and that has been going fab. She loves colouring in the pictures, which is new because she would only occasionally want to do them previously, but now she's really into colouring the pictures as well in Handwriting Without Tears book. And I just think it's a natural progression with how fine motor skills develop as your child gets older. So if you do have a reluctant writer, don't worry too much, you know, as long as there's no medical condition or anything like that. It might just be time, and it was time with her. She just needed to build up her fine motor skills, and then she has started to enjoy writing a lot more. Okay, so the big hit as well is first language lessons, and it's so funny. We were in Costco the other day, and the queue for the cafe is always really long, so we were stood in the queue, and my daughter's very social and she'll chat to anybody. So she was chatting to this little girl and this lady that were stood behind us in the queue, and she was telling the lady what a noun was. It was so funny. The lady was a bit confused because she, I don't know, she's a bit more an older lady, and I don't know, perhaps maybe she's forgotten, I don't know, but she was like, "What's that?" It was so funny. But it was so funny listening to my daughter explaining what a noun was to her. So she is definitely picking up on the grammar through first language lessons. She also really likes memorising the poems, not all of them, but we've done the caterpillar and the work one so far, and she really loves the caterpillar one, and she will recite that. Okay, just randomly, she really liked that one. So we have been doing the poetry memorisation as well, which I love too. It's very Charlotte Mason inspired. So definitely recommend that because she's picking up on it, for sure, definitely. Even telling people in queues what nouns are. So we have really enjoyed that. So after language arts, we usually have our break, and then we go into science. Now we're using elemental science, it's animals and human body, and plants. So it's the first level in the grammar series. We've used elemental science before, so we're very familiar with the layout and how it all works. Really enjoy elemental science. We will be sticking with it. We have started with the human body as opposed to starting with the animal units, just because we didn't do human body last year as part of our science. We did it as extras for me putting in unit studies, but it wasn't part of the science, so I wanted to do that first. We had done animals as part of the science last year, so that's why we picked human body first. It's 10 weeks so for human body, so we've already done 6, so we've only got a couple of weeks left, and then we'll be switching to the animal unit, which is actually the big chunk, which is 20 weeks. But I think she'll really enjoy it. I love that it has different activities that go along with it. You have your experiment, and obviously you have different crafts that you as the teacher can pick and choose from, or your student can. There's also lap book options, colouring pages. You know, it is very, very in depth, and also it does have memorisation as well in there too for poems. So she's been learning about the poem for the body system. So the skeletal system holds me upright, the muscular system moves me all night. So it's a long poem for each structure, each body system, and she really enjoys remembering that. Okay, after science we usually have our lunch, and then we are doing history depending on what day it is. So for Monday and Tuesday it's history after lunch. We are doing Story of the World, again, loving it. We have got the book and the audio CD as well, so we do a mixture of the two, and then we have the activity book, and the activities that they pick to go along with it are fab. We built a sugar cube pyramid the other week, which she loved. We've done archaeological digs. Highly recommend, if you're doing Story of the World, to get the activity book with it, because they go so well, and especially if your child likes hands-on activities, then I would highly recommend the activity book as well. So each day we have an extra activity enrichment. So for example, Monday it's baking, Tuesday it's art and music, Wednesday it's IT, Thursday it's Spanish, and Friday it's writing journal. I'm not going to talk about really those specifically, but they're all fab. You know, they're all going really well because obviously it's things that I've picked that I know she likes, and it's not a specific curriculum that we're using, although we have been watching some of Art with Trista's videos, which she has really enjoyed. So if you have YouTube, well, obviously you have YouTube, you're watching this, but if you're happy for your little one to watch an episode of Art with Trista on YouTube, I've always watched them with her, so I can make sure there's no ads or anything popping up. I haven't actually had any ads pop up at all. I don't know if she monetizes her channel or not, I can't say, but I always watch with her, you know, to be on the safe side, and it's fine, she loves it. The ladies, I think there's a few of them actually, do a great job with their activities, and my daughter really enjoys those. Our enrichment as well this year is STEM, and we've been using our STEM boxes and doing some STEM projects, which she has really enjoyed. For geography, we do a mix of things. So for the first, we do geography twice a week as well. And for the first day, we do a curriculum. So we're finishing up the Evan Moore's geography curriculum, and I've also got the places around me. I think that's Macmillan Press, I'll have to check, but it's in my curriculum video. It should be, if it's not, it's one of my haul videos, which we've been really enjoying. And then on the second day we do a unit study of each country. So I've picked a group of different countries around the world based on the Ladybird geography book, and we go through each country over a 2-week period, so a 2-week unit study. Which she has been really enjoying. So far we have done the UK and France. So she has a ticket for her airline seat, she has her passport, we talk about what they eat, what they wear, what you would pack, the money that they use, tourist attractions in the region, what language they speak, what the capitals are. We do little crafts here and there. We watched a video about Big Ben, which she really loved, and every time we see a clock tower she's saying, oh look, there's Big Ben. So I have to correct her, that's not actually Big Ben, but you know, it looks very similar. So she's really getting into it, and obviously she loved the Eiffel Tower in France. So I'm really enjoying doing that. It's just something I created myself using a variety of different books, so you know, living books, to really immerse us into the country and the culture. You know, we have the Children Just Like Me book, and we talk about, you know, what children are like in that region, you know, what their lifestyle's like, what they eat, and Material World as well. It doesn't have all of the countries in, but it does have a selection of them, so I can show her, for example, what other children, other cultures and countries have, and I think that's really good at this age, because you know, for them to see how fortunate they are in terms of us being in the Western world, and how some children still don't have water, you know, running from their taps. So I think that's really good, especially at this age, for her to understand that. And we also do some of the 5 in a row books as well that we've previously had, so utilising resources you already have. So we've put some of those in for each of the countries that we're studying too. Okay, so that's geography. Social studies, we did the what was it called? The Good and the Beautiful Safety Unit first, and we finished that almost, and then we've just got a couple of units left with that, and then we have been doing, or we will be doing, some of our British history in the social studies, and then obviously character building and all those kind of things as well. We also do our interactive notebooks on the days that we're not doing our language arts and maths, as in Saxon and the Well Trained Mind books, because they're only a full day. So we do our interactive notebooks on those days too, and she's really enjoying those. So everything is going really well. She seems to be picking up on everything. I have no complaints, no concerns. She's doing fabulous. I can definitely see progression, which is great, and we're only 6 weeks in, so yay to our curriculum. It's working, and we are really enjoying it. She is thriving. You know, we've been doing our field trips as usual. She is just a very happy little girl. So thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye for now.